Hello everybody, welcome to LegalEdge 3LB YouTube channel, and this is where we try to make your 3LB entrance test preparation easy and better. So today I've come back with a video to make your Nlsat preparation better, Nlsat 2027 preparation. So if you're at any stage of your preparation right now, this video is going to help you a lot, so stay tuned. So let's get started. So first part of this session is going to be just understanding what you can expect from this session moving forward. So one thing is that I've seen with the Nlsat, aspirants is that either you have too many resources, so you don't know what resources are specific to Nlsat preparation or what can help you in Nlsat preparation more. You have general resources and too many of them. Or second stage is where you do not have resources, so you're like where to prepare, what to prepare, where I can find resources to help my Nlsat preparation. So I'm going to solve both of your problems today in this session because we are going to understand what are the important resources, and you will be using less resources moving forward because you would want to have good and more results, right? So usually we collect resources. Now we'll start using them because through this session we'll understand how to use these resources, Okay, so first let's understand what Nlsat demands from us, right? That is very important. So there are three things that Nlsat is looking, Nlsat examination is rewarding. Is one, reading depth. This is going to help you in both parts. Multiple choice question it is a question of writing an analytical essay. Depth is very important, and that is going to come through more and more reading itself. Second, critical reasoning. Again, very important part of your Nlsat paper, and this is where a lot of aspirants make mistakes because they don't analyze their questions, they don't prepare for it beforehand itself. So very important to prepare. Last is analytical writing, because I think we might have seen a lot of paper which is multiple choice questions, but being a competitive exam and being the exam where you have to write descriptive, you have to write something in descriptive form, it becomes difficult for an aspirant to form those thoughts, put them into nice words, and words that are going to get you good score in Nlsat. So yes, that is also one of the very important part. Moving forward, let's understand the Nlsat pattern first. For those who do not know, Nlsat is divided into part A and part B. Both are for equal marks, 75 marks. Okay, this is MCQ based. So basically this part is MCQ based, and it has three important sections. First is comprehension, second is critical reasoning, and third one is current affairs. So you'll get multiple choice questions from these three sections in this particular section, and it will be for 75 marks. Now you have part B, which is descriptive or subjective section, right? Here you have to write the answers. You'll have 6 questions, and it will be for 75 marks itself. So here you'll see two type of questions. One is problem-based questions, and the second is the analytical essay writing-based questions. So this would constitute the part B of the paper. You will get in total 150 minutes to solve this particular paper, and this is the time limit. That's why it is important that we know how to solve these MCQ and subjective question within the given time. Let's move forward with the resources moving. Okay, so from now till the end of the video, we are going to discuss all the resources that are important that you should use for your Nlsat preparation. First one is, and the most important, is editorial. I cannot tell you how important it is to read editorials at this point of time, whether you've started your Nlsat preparation early on or you're in the middle of your Nlsat preparation, you've just started your preparation. For every aspirant who's watching this now, start reading newspaper if you haven't already, because this is very important. This is going to help you in two ways. One, to formulate the thoughts. The one who read articles know how to interpret those articles. That is what you're going to do in RC comprehension. You're going to interpret those articles and mark the answers accordingly. So one is that. Second part is, it is also going to help you in writing part, the analytical essay part, where you will be able to formulate your thoughts better because you have read so much, you have so much knowledge, and you know how the authors that you've read has also articulated their articles. So it is important in two different ways. So start reading articles. You can refer to any newspaper, The Hindu, Indian Express. They both are good newspapers, so you can refer any of them. Read articles and editorials both. Okay. Now second part is websites. So basically what happens is, you don't get a lot of diversified articles in newspaper at times. So that's why it is also important, side by side we also start reading a lot of diversified genres moving forward. Psychology, philosophy, sociology, and such articles, so that you get a habit कि अगर इनसे related if you get any RC in the paper, you're able to easily comprehend it. So start reading diversified genre articles from various websites. Now some of the websites that you can read articles is Aeon, Reader's Digest. There is another website named Literary Hub, and there are another. The Atlantic is a good website. So you have multiple websites. Please, if you do not have a notebook now, open your notebook and start noting them down. So you can read multiple articles from here. Philosophy-based articles, Phil Papers is one of the websites. Yes, you can use multiple websites to read different genre articles. Genres are written right here. You can note that down as well. Politics, economics, technology, sociology, social issues. Very important. Now the third part is your CLK, current legal knowledge. Very important part of your paper. You can get questions from here in multiple choice. You can also get analytical essay from here. So that's why it is very important that you start reading articles about legal issues, current legal issues that are going on. And you won't believe it, it is very much available on your phone in one click. So you can refer to any website, SCC Online, Supreme Court has its own websites there. They have published certain judgments and articles. You can refer to that website. You also have live law. You have bar and bench. There are multiple good websites which offer articles related to current legal knowledge that you have. So you can refer to any of these websites, but make your reading diversified. You need to read articles that are in newspapers. You can start with reading articles from newspaper. First understand them, get a habit of reading, and don't start everything at all at once. Start with this editorials from the newspapers, and then you can keep adding them every alternative day moving forward. From now, that one day you can read different genre articles and another day you can read current legal knowledge articles moving forward. Great. Now, this ChatGPT that I've written as a source is not a source of articles, but when you see those articles and you're not able to understand now what author is trying to say, what the arguments are, how do we find inference here, and can we also generate questions? All these things can be done by ChatGPT. You can get a good summary if you're not able to understand it. You can get questions of Nlsat types that you want. You can ask ChatGPT to generate your sum. Free, easily available. So at least let's start doing this. This reading part is going to help you a lot in solving the Nlsat paper, believe me. Let's move forward. This is for reading comprehension for now. Now we have critical reasoning part, very important. For critical reasoning, I will tell you two different sources. One is LegalEdge YouTube channel. So I'll just take you to LegalEdge YouTube channel. As you can see, this LegalEdge YouTube channel, if you scroll down a bit, you will see a lot of critical reasoning sessions here that is discussing basically the strategy that is to be implemented. You have sessions on English as well. You have multiple sessions available. Start watching these sessions. They're free, available for you. Start watching them. Learn the strategy moving forward. Understand how these questions are solved. And for somebody who is already part of LegalEdge, you already have your classes. They're very much, curated with NLSAT based understanding of the topics. You already have material that is curated just for NLSAT. Just go ahead, start attempting, start looking for your classes, start doing the material that you have been provided. So NLSAT type questions that are provided in your RSMs, that is ranker study material, the booklets that we provide you, just start solving those booklets. You don't need anything else. Just go ahead and solve your booklets. For somebody who's already not part of LegalEdge, you can just go through these sessions, and I'm also going to tell you a practice resource that is free of cost, so that you can start practicing your questions moving forward. So yes, you can just come here and watch sessions. Multiple topper strategies are here, and critical reasoning based strategies are also here. So source for practice for somebody right now who is not part of LegalEdge, it does not have access to RSMs, could be LSAT India papers, previous year papers, PYP. You can download them with one Google search. Second is GMAT. Again, critical reasoning के लिए GMAT sample papers are very important source. Just download these papers and start practicing today. So first step, learn from the YouTube channel that we have. Second step, download these papers and start practicing them. Third step is to review each and every answer. Very important. If you want to ace critical reasoning section specifically, third step is to analyze each and every answer. Why this was wrong? Where did I go wrong? What was written in the passage? Did I understand it very clearly or not? If I got this answer wrong or this question wrong, what was the reasoning behind the right answer? And what was my wrong reasoning per se? Go through each and every answer option, why each and every answer option was right or wrong. That's, and note down all of your mistakes. That's how you'll remember mistakes that you're making in critical reasoning, and you'll be able to fight them as well. So, and keep revising them for those sessions that you're going to have, so moving forward. So I hope you can understand the 3-step criteria: learn the concept, then practice them through these previous year papers, and last but not the least, review your answers, understand mistakes, and write them down. Revise them when you practice the next time the same topic. Great. Okay, now let's come to current affairs and legal awareness. I think the biggest part of NLSAT, which usually a lot of aspirants are scared of, so you don't need to be scared of. I'll tell you resources where you can cover these kind of, you can get good GK resources as well, GK current affairs as well. So just go to the LegalEdge website. This is the LegalEdge website. Yes, it's right here. Okay, just go to the LegalEdge website, search for top rankers, and here click on resources tab. Now in resources tab, just come to the 3 LB part here. So here we have 3 different things that are available in GK prep sources, as you can see here. Most important articles. I'll tell you what most important articles is. It's basically every important article that is given in today's newspaper that you should read is sort of here for you. All the important articles that you should read. Moving forward, second is here, current affairs section. So for somebody who is part of LegalEdge, they get this GK bulletin where all the news for particular month are summarized in the format and given to you. So you just scroll down this particular book and just complete all the topics. They are divided by category. So just for somebody who's part of LegalEdge, just refer to this particular a monthly magazine that we have. You don't need to do anything else. For somebody who is not part of a LegalEdge, I'll tell you your resources as well. Just give me a second. Right. So for somebody who's not a part of LegalEdge, here simply go to resources tab, and here you will see daily, weekly, and monthly current affairs. All daily news curated for you here itself. You just need to click on daily current affairs section, click on download, and you'll see all the news that are important for today, summarized, all the important key points summarized for you. Refer every day. Refer this every day. Every day make notes this. You will, cover all the important news that you need to cover from here, and all the important things, that you should note from here. So you just need to go to the resources tab and get you need to be consistent. So you get the resource, but it is important that we do it every day. Okay, do make notes because they will be important when you need to revise a lot of things during like when NLSAT is very near. Okay, so basically what you do is this daily compendiums that I've just shown you on the top rankers portal, just download them, make notes out of them, and revise those notes. Prepare a schedule for revision, very important. If you have written hundreds of notes and not revised any of them, you won't remember them in the paper. If you don't remember them in the paper, there's no use of going through so many resources. So it's important that we read, write, make notes, summarize manner में, and we also revise them multiple times. Now, and as analysis and academic sessions on LegalEdge, there will be YouTube channel, as I've already shown you. There are multiple, topper strategy video. There are multiple subject matter expert videos that are already available for you. Just go through those videos. You will see daily analysis of the newspaper that you're getting. You will see, I'll just take you back to the channel. So you will see daily analysis of the newspaper. Daily quiz would be there for you to understand if you've read the newspaper correctly or not. You will see multiple, news videos as well, where they're explaining the biggest news of the week or a month. So just cover all the videos that are given here. They are all free of cost. The resources tab will be free of cost. So go ahead. What are you waiting for? Okay. Now, legal summaries. So basically, again, those websites, SCC Online, or you can refer to Live Law, Bar and Bench, Supreme Court website. This Supreme Court website is absolutely free. They upload the judgments here. Just go through the summary of the judgments, read case summaries and legal summaries, and get an understanding of that as well. So if you're asked about a particular current legal knowledge question, you'll be able to answer it. Now, moving forward, Telegram updates and quizzes. So we also have our own Telegram channel where you will see daily updates. So just go to this particular Telegram channel. Just go to this Telegram channel. You will see daily updates. So you'll see all the articles that are important from the perspective of today's newspaper. Just mark these articles in the newspaper and start reading them. You don't need to read the whole newspaper. You just need to read the important ones. If you have less time, you're preparing with your college as well. So this is an efficient way to prepare. Okay. So you can start reading. There are everyday articles that are shared here. All the important news sometimes are shared here. All the important news are shared as well. You will get tips how to increase your scores in LSAT and things like that. You will get quizzes. So just join this particular Telegram channel. I'll attach the link in the description itself. So just go ahead and join all these free resources. Sort of for you to prepare for LSAT preparation now. Okay, let's get back. So we do that. Now, every day, 20 to 30 minutes should be spent on connecting these issues to legal or policy context. So, you're not just reading it, but also understanding the policy, policy based, understanding of a particular article, and also, if it is a legal based article, understanding and connecting it to the relevant legal, articles that are there, relevant legal knowledge that is important. So you just not read it. You connect the news one after another. You connect the international affairs, and that's how you get a holistic view of everything that is going around the world. And that is what you can present in the paper as well when it will be asked in analytical reasoning paper. Okay. Moving forward, now comes the answer writing and the very important part of the paper, because this is where a lot of students lose marks. So that's why this is very important. Okay. So what you do is practice problem-based questions. If you don't start practicing now, you will not be able to improve it, because this is a step-by-step process and there's a lot of time right now. So what you do is just start practicing questions thrice every week, at least thrice every week. Give a particular schedule in the day. Just write it down a night before that I'm going to prepare for or practice my problem-based questions from this time to this time, and then make a schedule for yourself every day. Very important. Prepare a schedule. If you don't prepare a schedule, you're just doing random things throughout the day. If you prepare the schedule, it will become easy for you. So prepare a schedule and add practice of analytical essay along with practice of problem-based questions at least thrice a week. I would say this problem-based question could be done thrice a week. Analytical essays you should write them regularly, very regularly. Every alternative day. I would say every day is also good. So pick an issue that you've read in the newspaper in the recent time. Start, just close your notebook. Start writing about it, or start thinking about it first, and then start writing about it. And put a timer, because you won't get a lot of time in the paper as well. So start putting timer to that. If you think you're taking 20 minutes now, reduce it to 18 minutes, reduce it to 17 minutes, and then put a timer of 17 minutes and start solving it now. If you start working at it now, you will be very good with, articulating your thoughts, putting them into paper in a very less time. This will help you in your Nlsat paper a lot, believe me. Okay. So what you do is you read the most important articles of the Hindu. That is very important to articulate your thoughts, because the way these articles are written, in the same way you will have to write your opinions as well. Now, most important articles are already available on Telegram channel, as I've shown you. Start reading those articles at least along with editorials. Okay. Now, analytical essay you have to write. Focus on articulation. That is how well you're writing it. Coherence. Everything that you're writing is making sense or not when you read it all together. So first review it yourself. Then get it reviewed by your mentor, teacher, or somebody who's there to help you with your preparation. If you're a LegalEdge student, you can just go to your mentor and ask them, your teachers, you can ask them to review the paper, and they'll be able to help you as to what your weaknesses are. But you need to start practicing right now. Okay. Now do it more for legal and social topics, because this is what is usually asked. Okay. Now for improving your vocabulary. Now vocabulary is important. Why? Vocabulary is important because what you write should be in good words. It will get you good points. One is that. Second, what if you are reading an RC and you don't understand half of the words written there? What a nightmare it would be. So to get back from that nightmare, it's important that we start doing vocabulary. Every day find difficult words, write their meaning, revise them, put them in a sentence. Start using them in your daily conversations. Start getting acquainted with a lot of get to know a lot of good words that you can put in your essays as well. And one way that I've done it, so this acquainted word I've also learned through this particular book, that is Word Power Made Easy. This has made my English really better in a very easy manner. It feels like a story altogether. It just makes you, remember the word through root words. So you can refer to Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis, and this book will help you a lot in, Now moving forward, very important. Abhi to we talked about subject specific strategies. Now we are talking about the overall strategy that you need to implement. So we have talked about कि NLSAT के three different aspect के लिए कैसे prepare करना. Now we're going to give a holistic view. For whole paper, you need to start doing full length mock. Sometimes what happens with a lot of aspirants, they're able to MCQ fast, and they're able to separately if they're doing, they're also able to write essays and solve problem based questions. But what happens is when they're given a combined time of 150 minutes, either they're not able to sit through that time, or it takes them, they're not able to concentrate. Sit for 150-minute session of a study, you will understand how difficult it is. So when you're in pressure of solving a paper and you sit for that 150 minutes like in a row and you're solving questions one after another, you will understand how difficult sort of that is for somebody who's not having a regular practice. So to experience that, just do this, have a 150-minute session of your preparation. Start solving mocks. That's why it is important. So you start solving at any stage that you are at preparation. There's never downgrade to this that you solve a paper and you don't learn. Any stage that you're at your preparation right now, you're going to learn a lot. So you start solving full length mocks moving forward. Past year paper or sample papers to practice. So basically, for somebody who's looking for papers to solve moving forward, what you can just do. So for so for aspirants already part of LegalEdge, you would get your online mock test theory. So just whatever mocks are scheduled, just go ahead and start doing those mocks itself. See the analysis, see your ranks and analyze it well. For somebody who is not, I will tell you a good resource that will help you, right now to start your practice. So basically what you do, you go to the resources. Here you go to 3-year LLB. And here you can get blogs on how to prepare for Nlsat. You can get free video classes, PYQs. Just click on Nlsat. Here, download free Nlsat 2026 paper. Download previous year 2025, 4, 3, all the Nlsat paper available right here for you to start practicing. Go ahead and start practicing. This is 5 marks available for you right in front of you, free of cost. So what are you waiting for? Start practicing now. Okay. Okay, so also one more tip, keep a good gap between mock. First, give a mock, analyze it well, give it a week time. Once you analyze and understand what mistakes you're making, then only attempt the next mock. Don't go on attempting one mock after another without analyzing it. That is just random question that we solved. That is not improvement cycle that we're looking for. So always analyze, first attempt, analyze and then reattempt. Okay. Now, what you need to analyze exactly? So, what you need to analyze exactly is accuracy. Very important. Accuracy is how many questions you solved right for multiple choice. Timing, yes. Part 1 में कितना time लगा? Part B में how much time did you take to solve it, or write the analytical essay and everything. Note that time. Very important. You will understand where you're lacking. Reasoning clarity. If you're making mistakes in critical reasoning, what exactly are we doing wrong here? Is it the passage or is it the question? It could be that we don't understand the question. It could be that we don't understand the passage. Find out what mistake we are doing. Okay. Every mock ke baad you need to do all this analysis and get an understanding of what mistakes you are doing in your Nlsat preparation. And this is something that you can start today itself, So start your Nlsat preparation now. The faster you start the preparation, the better it is going to be, because the practice is going to help you a lot moving forward. Do click on the like button if you like the videos and could get some good resources, and you can mention in the comments below what more sessions do you want on LSAT or any other 3 LLB entrance, and we'll bring them for you. Apart from that, do mention in the comments below that when you are starting your LSAT preparation moving forward, or your LSAT 2027 preparation. So great, thank you so much. Do subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and put in comments below your thoughts about Nlsat. All the best.